Welcome to City Farmers. I'm Farmer Bill.
And I'm Sam. I'm second generation here at City Farmers.
And we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, having goats.
So here at City Farmers, we've had goats for about 20 years and we've learned a lot.
To make it simple for you, we want to go through the experiences of what not to do and what to do. First thing is you don't want to get one goat. If you get one goat, they start crying all the time because they're social animals. They need another goat or another big animal that they can pal with because they don't like being alone.
We've had a pony here and we do have a goat. We did try marrying those two together to kind of get them to become friends. So we gave that a try, but we definitely found having two goats works the best.
Right. And some of the city ordinances, which you should check into your local ordinance, do require you to have two goats because they are social animals and they won't make a lot of noise if they have a pal to be with.
So maintenance, we found quite a lot like with any animal. You want to give them the proper maintenance and the food and the water. With two goats that are milking, there's a lot of maintenance. You have to milk them twice a day. You have to clean up, you have to feed them. And we found that having a goat co-op works best for us.
Yes, because I didn't really want to get married to the goat 365 days of the year. I just wanted to go ahead and be able to have them here and to enjoy their company. They're very, very friendly animals. Getting them young, you'll learn their personalities, and you'll get to know them very well. And they'll actually be a very good friend, just like a dog or a cat would be.
So goats are on a specific diet, especially when they are milking. When they're not milking, they can eat stuff like alfalfa.
They also need minerals that they're supplemented with, and they like grains, and they also like a lot of treats as well. Certain things that we can give them at the nursery, I think you know, Sam, they are.
They love rose bushes. They actually will take and kind of eat all the flowers and all the petals off the rose bushes, just leaving the stems and thorns. They also do get some of our pine trees when we do trim them. So that kind of helps us mitigate all of our waste. And it goes back into compost, and we actually reuse it here at the nursery at a local farm. So there are also like pasture hay, hays. There's not Timothy hay. What's
Bermuda.
the one?
Bermuda?
No, chaffee hay.
Chaffee hay?
Chaffee hay. Might be a little harder to find in the city. Goats really end up finishing. A lot of the other foods that you have out there, sometimes they pick through it.
Goats are picky eaters. So what they won't want to eat, they won't want to eat. If there is no food, they will finish it off. And the new chaffee hay is a material that they love it to the last drop. But even if there is leftover food, you can go ahead and compost it along with their manure, which helps it break it down. The other things that goats need are basically the milking. And the milking is an interesting process that was taught to us, and the goat milkers do that. There's a specific way of milking goats that when they get milked, they get into a good time frame. So they have to be milked at 6 in the morning, 6 in the evening. They get milked every day that way. And if not, it's not beneficial for the goat because the goats will have pain and not being able to milk, and they also could get some problems with their system from not being relieved of the milk that's in there.
So believe it or not, I have actually never tried goat's milk. When I was 8, I had to milk a cow, and it wasn't the funnest experience, so I haven't drinking milk since then. Can you tell us what goat's milk tastes like?
Goat's milk is great, especially raw goat's milk. You cannot buy raw goat's milk in the store. You'd have to own the goat, or you have to be a member of a co-op. By doing this, then you're not selling it or buying it, you're actually owning the product. Goat milk is very rich and creamy. A lot of people can drink goat's milk instead of cow's milk. They don't have an allergic reaction to it. The goat's milk makes great cheese, though I think using too much goat milk and cheese is too much waste of a really good goat milk. I've known that I've put goat milk in a jar in the refrigerator and drank it down halfway, added some water, next day it tastes like it never even watered it down. It's very, very rich and creamy. So for those people that do not like goat milk, try raw goat milk from a co-op or some of your own. It is so much better tasting. And the other good thing about goats, it's an attraction. And people will love to come and see your goats and pet them, and they get names, and they just become part of the family.
If you've seen how cute a baby dog is, a baby goat is 10 times cuter.
So in finding out how big of an area that your goats need, or how many you can have, or even what type of goat, you should go to your city ordinances.
So there are some things you need to know about the goats' homes and what they need to live successfully in the city.
Goats are fairly strong animals and very curious, so you need a good, well fenced-in yard, something that will prevent them from either climbing over or squeezing under. And you need some shelter. They don't mind being out in the rain, but need some shade, something that if it's really pouring, they can get out of the rain. They also like climbing. They like to have boxes and things to climb up on, wooden boxes or tree stumps, because they really enjoy spending their day doing things.
We've also seen people kind of repurpose their kids' toys. So if you have those kind of old school plastic kind of kids' gymnasiums, those work out really well too.
Yeah, they tend to want to climb on them, and they're always curious. And then their feed, it has to be off the ground. they're not into going and sit and picking it off the ground. They like nice, clean feed.
They're kind of like humans. They don't want to eat off the ground.
Well, they don't even follow the 5-second rule either. They just don't do that. So yes, keep the feet off the ground, give them a place to climb and a good fenced off area, and they'll be happy campers.
So definitely click subscribe and give us a thumbs up, because if you're a gardener here in the city, we have a lot more topics coming up. And if you have any questions or any comments or anything you'd like to see us talk about, definitely leave a comment down below.